Here in this code sample we have the definition for the class A. Here we have the definition for the class B as a class that extends A. Here there is the definition of C that extends A as well, and here the definition of D that also extends A. Now here we have a vector, an array of references for objects that were instantiated from these four classes, and over here we go over the object vec old their references, and for each and every object we check whether we should increment the variable D, C or B. D, C or B. Now what you can see over here is a simple loop. The first iteration focus on this object. This object, if we check whether it is a D type, we of course get true, and D is incremented by 1. When you check a type of an object using the is operator, on the right you should write the name of a class, on the left you should write an expression that evaluates to a reference for a specific object. Now if that object was was instantiated from the class you specify on the right, or was instantiated from a class that extends directly or indirectly the class we specify on the right, in these cases we get true. In all other cases we get false. So the first object vec old actually increments D by 1. Then we move forward to the next object. The next object was instantiated from C. Now if we check whether that object is of the type D, as it happens over here, we of course get false because C doesn't extend D, but here we get true, so C is incremented by 1. Now we move forward to the next object, which was instantiated from B. As you can see, B extends A. Over here, this option is true, and B is incremented by 1. Now we move forward to the fourth object, the same as before. So this one is incremented by 1, D, and then the last one is also of the type B. So we can expect the output to be A is still 0, B is 3, C is 1, and D is 2, just as we see on the screen.